Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Joe Lauzon, who faces Jamie Varner at UFC on Fox 4 on Saturday night. And first and foremost, it's got to feel pretty good to be on this card. I mean, we're sort of joking off camera, but not a bad place to be.
Not a bad place to be at all.
You know, does that affect you at all? I mean, obviously a pay-per-view gets big numbers and stuff, but being on network television certainly will bring a lot of eyeballs. So does that affect you at all, or are you just kind of roll it off your back?
I mean, it's another fight. You know, it doesn't matter to me too much what's going on with the cameras or the people or who's watching at home. I mean, it's obviously nice that the UFC wants me to represent them, you know, on network TV, but it's not a big deal. It's just another fight.
Have they made you do more PR, though, for this one?
There's been a little bit more, but not crazy. You know, I'm sure the main event and co-main event guys are getting hammered, but you know, it hasn't been too bad.
So what did you think when they gave you the call and said that you had this opportunity? I mean, what did you think of the matchup and obviously the opportunity?
Oh, it was awesome. You know, I was happy with the Terry Adam matchup initially, you know, and then, you know, when Jamie Varner, you know, jumped in, you know, when Adam got hurt, it's all good. You know, I'm happy whoever they fight, you know, we can game plan, we can get ready for whoever.
Now, you're coming off of a tough fight against Anthony Pettis over in Japan. You know, I'm just wondering, you're not that you were on a roll and you're not on one anymore, but you know, they say you learned so much more from a loss. So what did you learn from that, and what are you taking into this fight with Jamie?
Every time I've lost, it's a constant reminder about how much how crappy it is to lose. So, you know, I've never lost 2 fights in a row. You know, I've always bounced back strong. You know, I had a great camp. You know, no real injuries to speak of. So it's just, you know, it's another fight. Just get in there.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you did allude to the fact that your original opponent Terry Adam had to drop out when you heard it was Jamie Varner. You know, he's coming off a nice win over Edson Barboza. Did you think that it was a short notice fight for him, you might have an advantage, or you think that, you know what, he's on a roll and that gives him the advantage?
Well, I was on a roll when I beat Melvin, and I got derailed very quickly by a kick to the face. So, you know, I'm not sweating it. You know, I understand, you know, how everything comes in swings, but, you know, I'm ready to swing back.
Yeah, you bring up Melvin Guillard. We saw him recently, and he said that he's the best striker in the lightweight division. Do you agree with that?
Melvin thinks very highly of himself. You know, him and Jim Miller were the best guys in the division, despite there being champs and everything else, and the fact that I just beat him. So I don't even care. It doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter to you. What do you think of the picture right now? Obviously, we have a big fight coming up with Benson Henderson and Frankie Edgar, but where do you see yourself in the mix right now? And just sort of in general, what do you make of the division in terms of competitive matchups?
I think there's a lot of exciting fights. You know, I really don't get caught up in rankings too much. You know, I think that a lot of times guys get title shots because that particular matchup is exciting. It was a good fight. So I'm not too worried about it. I have tunnel vision right now on Jamie Varner. I don't even want to think past Saturday, so I don't even care.
Speaking of matchups, though, you guys are both finishers. So, you know, I was joking with Jamie, you know, when you see 2 wrestlers, there's a stand-up fight. When you see 2 finishers, what happens? I mean, it's just who gets off first?
You know, it's definitely, I feel like whoever hurts the other person first is going to capitalize. You know, whether I clip him or he clips me, you know, we're both very good about finishing and jumping on people that are injured and, you know, kind of having that prey drive a little bit. So we'll see how it goes.
And certainly getting a knockout on Fox TV wouldn't be so bad.
A knockout, a submission, whatever we got to do to get that bonus money.
Very nice. Now, I was joking also off camera that talking to you reminds me of home. I'm also from Massachusetts. But I'm curious, I haven't been back in a little while. How's the MMA scene there? How's it growing? And just sort of, do you see it flourishing there and getting bigger? MMA
is doing great in Massachusetts. You know, we had a period where the boxing commission was involved, and then they weren't, and now we have an athletic commission. So there's definitely been some growing pains, but there's a lot of really good names coming out of Boston. Very nice. So we'll look forward to that. Hopefully we'll get another fight back there in the Garden. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't care if it's a Fleet Center. I don't care what it's called. It's the Boston Garden. I don't even know the name half the time. I think right now it's TD Garden, but it's always something different. Yeah, it is. It is. As long as they have the parquet, it's the same place for me. Right? It's the same spot. Awesome. Well, Joe, thanks for talking to us. Good luck on Saturday. Thank you.